I'm having trouble. You're having trouble. Okay, testing. Yeah, I can hear myself. How do you do the helicopter? I can't do that. Do it again. I can't do that. I can't roll my R's either, though.
I can't. All right. Are we ready? I got lots to talk about. We'll do 2 of them today, and that'll put us ahead of
we need to do the jelly bean one.
Well, listen, they have this thing. Here's what I was thinking. I've got 2 ideas. Well, maybe we'll talk about this let's just start.
Okay.
All right.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
How was your day today?
Okay, I've been in the kitchen.
Terry's, this retirement thing. Tell the folks that it doesn't, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. You're a pretty busy person.
Well,
you are. Let's be honest.
I am, but I am getting to do some of the things that I wanted to do. On the mornings I don't go to Pittsburgh. I get a little bit of time for myself. I am getting exercise in. I am eating better. It's just some days are very long days.
Yeah.
Because I'm up in the traveling to Pittsburgh in the dark. People are crazy on the highway. And then I come home in the middle of rush. So it takes a long time to get home.
I will say this, and I think you'll agree. If you haven't tried 576 the toll going to the airport, man.
Although we did it on Easter Sunday, there was one other.
Well, they say it's like that all the time.
That's
what I've talked to different people say. It's like they do it. Diane goes to camp. She says they go that way because there's hardly anybody on the roads.
I mean, you just
for $3
right through.
$3 going one way and $3 coming back. It's worth, especially the airport.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it. Would you agree?
Oh, it was easy.
It was like an apocalypse because there wasn't anybody else on the road. You could see a few cars, but nothing like.
Yeah, coming home, we saw a few more than going. That one black truck on the way going, and that was it.
So, anyway, that is definitely the way to go if you have to go to the airport. I mean, you can go if you don't want to pay the $3.
I mean, you don't have to go by Robinson and all that, which we were on Easter Sunday. Robinson, none of the stores or anything would have been open anyhow. So
By the way,
I don't think it would have been that bad.
Remember how we were confused about the Amazon? There are 2 buildings.
Okay, I thought so.
One on each side. So that there's one is the shipping and one is the warehouse.
Okay.
So those things
I figured
massive.
there were 2 because the one was too far away, and when we went around that one corner, it was right there.
They were massive.
They were
buildings.
big, yes.
Yeah. So we got a lot to get to. So we might as well just get into it. One of the first things I was going to talk about, when you have surgery and you go in for surgery, you would think that the people that you trust would know what you're going in for, or at least if
the people checking you in and
stuff?
You
would. I mean, would have an idea. Okay, this is you're going in. Would ask questions.
I mean, they seemed to know when I went in for my little foot thing that
Yeah. Well, this guy went in for gallbladder surgery. Right? Seems like pretty simple, nothing really major. I mean, obviously gallbladder surgery, it's every surgery is major. But he goes in, this is in Argentina. His name is Jorge Basis. And now here's the only thing I will say that kind of got a curve. So instead of being on a Tuesday, so he was scheduled for a Tuesday, they moved him to Wednesday. Right? No big deal. Well, he went in for gallbladder operation, but he came out with a vasectomy.
That's a big one.
That's a big one, yes. Now, what they said was one of the reasons
Did he already have kids, I hope?
He did. He had 3 boys, but he wanted a girl, and they were going to try
one more time for a girl.
Now, they say, the Argentina hospital said that the problem was the 24 hours. When they changed him from Tuesday to Wednesday, they don't do gallbladder surgeries on Wednesday.
Well, then why would they change him?
Well, that's a very, very good question. An excellent question. But I don't know exactly why. They didn't say why.
So they gave him a vasectomy and he still needed his gallbladder out.
Yes.
I wouldn't pay for it either.
Oh, heck no.
There's no way I'd pay for it.
Of course they're suing for sure. I was looking for the rest of the article and it's not here. But anyway, yeah, he woke up. Here it is. So the 41-year-old he's 41, has 3 grown boys, but I was dreaming of having a girl. Now, they did say he could have it reversed, which, you could.
What are they going to charge him for, though?
He said, I'm angry and I feel helpless. And he can't understand why. Like, all the medical records are right in front of you.
I couldn't lift for a couple days after that.
Because
you're not supposed to lift after that.
You're doing a lot of things after that.
I know. And then your gallbladder's still bothering you. You're still
he still has to go in for the gallbladder.
Yeah.
They said, well, you can do artificial insemination. He said, I want to father another child, and they've taken that away from me. So he said that the lawyer for Jorge said his client wanted to die when he came around to realized he had a vasectomy. The hospital ended up performing the gallbladder operation the same day.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, which was the only one he should have undergone. And why it wasn't taking place on Tuesday at 9 a.m. and switched to Wednesday is beyond them, but that's what they did. And so they are, of course, he's suing, but I don't know what
he'll get out of it.
It's not going to get him a little girl. So, I mean, and they can reverse it, but it doesn't mean that it.
Yeah, unless they artificial inseminate, then could they get sperm out of him and know it's a girl?
I don't know
how.
I thought you'd be shooting blanks. That is.
Well, I know, but they would
reverse
have to. Yeah, well, they would have to go in, and I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know how that.
I don't know all the details, but
how that all works.
Yeah. So you were saying that we could do the video part on the phone.
So yeah, I was telling Terry before we had this little noise thing. So there's 2 ways of doing it on my phone. So what it is, Terry and I would sit across from each other. The phone would be in the middle. So what it does is it records me and records you. So it's a front camera and the back camera. It records both of us. And but what I was thinking is it wouldn't work if you wanted more people. You'd have to have another camera
or 2.
Or 2 to have, But what I was hoping to do, it's been done before. I know it has. But I would like
2 on one side of the table and 2 on one other side.
Yeah, but I don't know how how that works.
How wide it'd have to be and all that.
Oh, with the cameras thing, if we did more, there's several. But anyway, what I would like to do, and it's been done before, but I love peanut butter. And I know you love peanut butter. So what I was thinking is, why couldn't we do, you buy Skippy, Peter Pan, Generic, Jif, buy
all the brands.
And even if and we could do this in the summer because we do a lot shorter things. Mm-hmm. And we'd have to have somebody else put them in cups. And of course this has been done before on, Rhett and Link.
See if we could tell them about.
But I'd like to do it for myself
to see if I could guess
what they were, guess what they are, like which one's which, and then guess which one we like the best, and see if it's the one that I'm actually, because right now we buy Jif.
We've been buying Jif, but we bought Peter Pan for years.
We have. I remember having Skippy in the house too at one time. Or maybe that was my mom's, but we had Skippy. That was a thought that we could do this summer. But I was thinking if we incorporated some cameras, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. But this was one where you and I, if we just wanted to do just like we're doing now.
We'd have to do a little bit different setup, though.
We'd have to be upstairs probably, more than likely. That's the only bad thing is you have to, with the phone. Although I don't know, you might be able to put the phone right there. We could do it that way.
A TV stand.
On a little
stand.
I have more of these. Put on the stand, put the phone thing, and we could try it.
Yeah.
As long as we have the audio. If the video doesn't work, I don't.
Actually have to put some makeup on.
No, you look fantastic. I'll have to show you. Tim Hawkins does one. His wife and his kids, and it's funny. He's really good anyway. Tim Hawkins is great. His daughter is on there. Now they don't have they have cameras, but people get mad at them because it doesn't show the person that's talking all the time. Because when the camera will switch, I think they have enough cameras for Tim, his wife,
and
his daughter, or
visitor.
one, yeah. But they have like 4 or 5 people that all sit in
and
talk about whatever, kind of like what we do, sort of. But anyway, it's just a thought, something we can try to add to it because there's been thoughts on already too. Just be done.
I
to
know
be honest,
you keep saying
it's
that.
a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to. But I thought if I try that, if the video brings us more, which it seems like that's where people are going to, but I don't know if anybody really want to see my ugly mug on
video.
I don't know if I want to see my ugly mug. I have enough time looking at it in the mirror. You want good luck? Do you want good luck? Would you like to have good luck? And would you give up anything to have, just some good luck?
We already have
a lot of
good
people
luck.
feel like they're unlucky. 1 in 5 said they just feel like they're unlucky. I feel like I'm unlucky with like lottery and stuff, but I mean that's like having
but like
lightning hit you.
In life, things have gone, pretty well. So
Yeah.
we're not on Skid Row.
No, I
not
consider myself lucky.
Yeah,
very lucky.
We've always, when we needed jobs, found them.
2,000 people reveal that 25% have done one of the unluckiest things you can do, step in dog poop. Well, I think everybody at one time in life has stepped in dog poop.
How many dogs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs in our family, and none of them are ours. But yet we have dog poop in the yard all the time.
It's amazing. Yeah, and you picked up a lot the other day while you were outside. 24% have experienced the misfortune of spilling food on a clean set of clothes. And again, especially if you wear
white.
white.
That's not luck. If I wore white, I asked for it. Like I wore white for
And
Easter,
ate
and then
spaghetti.
actually and they had raviolis. If you'd have told me they were having the raviolis, I probably wouldn't have put that on.
Yeah, but raviolis and anything saucy, it just attracts to the white I wear.
Yeah.
There it goes, stuck right on me, no matter what. Stepping on dog poop. Now, if I stepped in dog poop when I was younger, you must just throw it all away.
Oh, your mom would have thrown
Mom
the
throws
jeans
it all
away,
Gone.
threw the tennis shoes away,
Gone.
throw everything.
Don't even bring it in the house.
She don't wash it, just pitch
Go
it
in the
garbage.
garage. Here's the bag. Throw it in the bag. Put
I'll
it in
buy
the
you
garbage.
new.
Yep. New Jordache. Although I probably didn't wear Jordan. I don't think I wore them outside.
We didn't wear them out to play football and stuff.
I don't think so.
Well, and if it was mud and it looked like poo, she would throw it away. And I was like, give me them. I'll take them and wash them. Like, that was mud. There was no dog poop where we were
I don't
at.
like stepping in dog poop. I don't think anybody really does.
Well,
Especially if you have flip-flops on. That would be even worse.
oh.
And it gets all mushy in between your toes.
Or crispy.
Or crispy. Oh, crispy.
It's been out there baking in the sun for a
Oh,
while.
well, you better hope you don't want the wet. Because after it's been raining, you don't want that mushy poop.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want that. 22% frequently find themselves sitting at traffic lights all the time. Well, yeah, that's
Take my drive to Pittsburgh.
yeah. Sitting in
Some
traffic.
days I get off Green Tree exit and I hit all the green lights and I go right around the corner, which is nice. But I sat on the parkway anyhow, so what's it matter?
Yeah. Other sense of misfortune, being splashed by a car driving through a puddle, losing competitions and having their packages go missing in the mail. Surprisingly, 5% also said bad luck plays a role in missing their stop on public transportation. I just saw a story where, and this always on a cruise, this for some reason, we have only been on one, but this always frightens me. This couple, I think it was 5, actually it was several couples, went on an excursion. You have all these excursions, and they were late getting back to the boat, and the boat had already left.
And how'd they get back
And
to
they
their,
were stranded in this like third world. I mean, I don't even know.
where they were supposed to only be there for 8
I
hours
don't
or 4
know.
hours, and they were stranded
They
there.
were stranded. That's always freaked me out.
Did they get them back on the ship?
No, they were still stranded. I don't know. Like this was
So
the
what they
story
had to
was
do,
today.
find a flight to fly home. And what if they left their paperwork, like their passports and stuff, on the boat?
Good point.
If you didn't take them,
Right, because it was an excursion.
you planned on getting back on the boat.
You may have taken. Well, I don't even know if you'd taken. Well, I would assume you take your wallet, but everything else would be on the boat.
Yeah.
Your passports, you would think.
Yeah.
So I have to try and update that story.
Yeah.
Because that always freaked me out. When people go on excursion. But to me, I'm always, I'd be like, we got to get back.
Yeah.
And now that they've taken off, the boat took off, I'd really be freaking out.
Okay, we're shopping for 1 hour and then we're sitting and waiting for that boat.
Right. So that would really, I know this is public transportation, but I was thinking more of the boat thing, the cruise thing. Now ours, we were all together. We
went
stop.
on an excursion to an island.
We went to
had
the
a
beach.
luau.
And they had food, and then everybody went back.
But you could go snorkeling, which I don't see how they could miss you snorkeling, because your boat would take you right back to the boat, because they went you out in the coral and let you snorkel, and then you got back in the boat and went back too. So they probably timed you and,
Yeah, maybe.
blew a whistle or something. Hey, it's time to come up. We got to go back to the boat, you know. I think those are the only kind of excursions I want to do now, because I know some of them have, like, there's a strip district where there's a lot of, like, sometimes there's farmer markets or, just markets that you can go and shop, and people like that and to see how it is in another country. But if you got in line to pay for something and missed your ride back, you could be.
Well, can't you? I'm guessing, but I'm assuming you could go on excursions on your own, or no?
Oh, sometimes you can, yeah. If it's in port for the day,
you would go out and walk,
get a
the
taxi,
streets
and
see, that's where I'd be worried.
What
if you couldn't find
a taxi to get back?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it.
But it happened to someone.
Yeah, well, I did, and that's why I was thinking I would want. Now, I don't know if they went on their own.
Yeah,
or is it like if it's a boat excursion? In other words, it's tied
to the
boat,
the line.
So there's a bus,
the cruise liner that you're in.
Yeah, so there'd be a bus there waiting for you,
right?
But you'd still have to be there by a specific time.
And
right?
they'd say the bus is leaving at 4 to go back. You'd better be on that bus at 4.
Yeah, that's right. But so you could go. I have to read more into the story.
Yeah,
of how they, how long were they out? Did they just lose track of time? Did the boat leave early? Either or, man, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah,
but that's just me. Maybe who knows? Anyway, 26% have never had a bird poop on them. You've had bird poop on you. Wasn't there a bird?
Yeah.
Where were we?
Mowing grass or something.
I can't remember.
I have.
I thought we were. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that wasn't you.
I don't know. I don't know.
But some people, 37% actually would welcome a bird pooping on them because they think it's an impending good luck if you get pooped on.
Then our car is very lucky.
Like having a piano fall on you. Well, that's good luck. And you're not around anymore, but it's good luck. Despite these mishaps, 45% reject the adage that bad luck comes in threes. We've heard that. Well, we've heard in other ways.
Well, we've heard it. Funerals come in threes.
Adults experience a staggering 543 unlucky events, usually with a third reporting they've experienced bad luck in just the past week. Now here's some of the unluckiest events. Losing things. Well, that's just natural around here. It took me, 2 hours
call
to
that
find?
Bad luck. I should have a place for everything and put everything in its place.
If you would do that, but we lose. We lost it. We've been looking for several. I was looking for a stupid sweeper extension that I couldn't find,
and it was in the couch.
But losing things, I don't consider that.
For a while, and it was behind the couch.
Yeah, I don't think of it as bad luck. I just think of me not putting it back when I was done with it, or putting my back out. We had Fenn for 3 days, and two and a half felt, and I do pick him up and I reach down to grab a dinosaur and there goes my back. Ugh, it's heck to get old, isn't it?
I've been like that since I've been 25, so I can't tell you that.
No, you can't. Okay, so some unlucky events. We said losing things, stepping in dog poo. Stepping in dog. Spilling, food on your clean clothing. Traffic lights just doesn't seem like a bad. That to me is just that's
part of traffic.
That's part of traffic. Tripping in public. Well, get off your phone and look where you're going. You might not trip in public. The item you really wanted on a food menu being unavailable, but that's happened to me a couple times.
Yeah.
But I don't think of that as unlucky event. It's just
They ran out of it.
yeah. Getting caught in the rain without an umbrella. Someone else parking in a space you were driving towards.
People pulling into
Yeah,
that.
whatever. Getting the wrong numbers on scratch cards. Well, I mean, that's just the lottery, isn't it? Spilling toothpaste down your clothes. Oh, I've done that. Get really deep into my teeth cleaning. And I spill it splashes on my clothes. Accidentally touching wet paint. Breaking a mirror. Now, see, breaking a mirror,
That's bad luck.
that to me, that seems like bad luck. Paper jamming in a printer, falling down the stairs in public, putting socks on which have holes in them. Terry does
life.
that every day.
That's life. I've been throwing them away lately, though.
Every day, the poor girl's got. You'd think we were poor because she's got holes in her socks. Her toes are all sticking out.
Got sharp toenails.
You got sharp toenails.
I trim them all the time, too.
I know you do. Hey, this might surprise you. This surprised me a little bit. Puxatawny Phil. You know Puxatawny
Yeah.
Phil. He's a proud papa. Did you know that?
Nope, didn't know that.
Yep. Puxatawny Phil. He predicted an early spring, which we've had pretty nice weather for the most part.
No more snow.
I didn't know he's married. Phyllis. They've become parents. 2 healthy babies. We haven't found out their gender or names yet, but how about that? And they were all talking about how, he shouldn't be in captivity, and he's having fun. He's getting it on with Phyllis and having babies. What's wrong with that? Huh?
And they must be happy then.
Somebody's happy. Puxatawny Phil, a proud papa. Isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. I knew you'd have a ball with that one. Here's some food we like when we're drunk. Now, I wouldn't know because I have never been drunk, but I like this food. Most of this food I like. These are the foods that people like when they're boozed up. It really becomes their favorite food, but they also like it when they're sober. Pizza, love pizza. Anything fast food, which depends.
Yeah.
Wings, I like wings, depending on the wings. French fries.
French fries.
I like French fries. What's the best? What's the best French fry?
McDonald's.
You think McDonald's because you said they soak them in.
They freeze them in sugar water.
Yeah, they are good. Fen had it. Was it the last? I don't know what time that was. He brought
Thursday.
McDonald's, and I couldn't help but eat.
They brought McDonald's Thursday when they were going.
I couldn't help but eat all his French fries. They were pretty good. They were pretty good at all. Maybe we had to do that. Actually, do a French, but you'd have to do it when they're hot.
Yeah, how are you going to get them all from the
And
restaurant?
if you reheat them,
here,
yeah.
hotted.
If you do them reheated, it's not the same.
That would be a good one, though.
It takes away all their,
Yeah, how are you going to keep it warm? You'd have to have a warming bag.
You'd have to have a bag to keep them in.
To go to each restaurant, get them. And
you'd have to come straight home, hook up and say,
okay,
here's what we're doing, trying
fry
out fries.
This is, yeah.
Last one before we take a break, and we're going to come back and find out what kind of chocolate you like. And it might reveal some of your personality. And then we're also going to talk about what would you rather have, money or sex?
You would rather have sex.
We'll talk about that. But first, we're going to talk about people have actually ended relationships because of their partner's bathroom habits.
Or are they habits they can control or ones they don't? Like some people have IBS or something, then they go running when it hits them. I mean, you can't control that,
Yeah, this...
But if they're messy and they pee all over the toilet seat and they don't wipe it up and they leave it for you, then I
and
could
you sit on
see
wet
you,
on your pee-pee on
not
people's
someone else's
pee.
pee-pee. So that, yeah.
You don't sit on the pee-pee, you sit on the pee.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, you can sit on the pee-pee. That's a whole different subject, though. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
The findings are saying that 70% of couples are currently engaged in a bathroom war. 20% admitting to ending a relationship because of their partner's bathroom behaviors. What do you think of that, Tara?
well, I think they probably aren't very clean, is what I would say.
Now, here's one. This is the first one.
Because
Men-
you couldn't handle it if I crapped all over the,
It's not just the crap.
or or just it had a mess in there and didn't clean it up after myself.
Right. Well, here's the first one that you will attest to. Men were bothered by the amount of hair left in the shower drain.
I put
And
my own
there's,
hair
yeah, I know
out
you
of the
do.
shower.
And
drain.
it's like a little rat.
Yeah,
coming out
it
of
is. I lose a lot of hair, but I always have. Even before I had a thyroid problem, I lost a lot. Even when I was young, I lost a lot of hair in the shower every time.
Women were put off by the mess and the smells left in the toilet. I guess sometimes, depending on the toilet, if it doesn't, like if you have a really, how do I want to say it? You've had, tacos, burritos, and it sticks to the back of the toilet, and sometimes the water isn't strong enough
And it doesn't go.
sometimes it's
there.
best to just take the brush and
Brush it off. That's gross.
I'm kind of getting sick just thinking about, but it's my
Not
own.
a good after dinner supper.
No, it's not. Yeah, not at all.
But
Other-
like I said, it have to be that they're messy. I mean, because I don't think I would leave someone over like being sick.
No, it's not
Like
that.
even
It's
if you
not
had
about
like a
that.
food allergy and you didn't know, and then something was making you throw up, and you're trying to figure it out. I mean, it would be over not cleaning it up.
Yeah,
Not making it to it and then not cleaning it up afterwards. It wouldn't be for being sick or being,
I think most of these we just talked about are things that we can change. I mean,
Yeah.
picking the hair out of the drain is
pick your
not
own hair
that
out of the drain.
not that hard. Leaving a mess and smell in the toilet is, it's not like you have to reach in and you can have. That's why
You
they
flush
give
it
you
a few times.
that toilet brush. That's why
Yeah.
they give it to you.
Yeah.
Other people, other grievances, I should say, that partners have is a lot of times they spend too much time in the bathroom. And then arguments about bathroom habits occur up to 3 times a week. Pet peeves like leaving the toilet paper roll empty or not cleaning the toilet. We talked about this last week because we were talking about how we'd stare at, you go into sometimes our kids and it's
Our family
just,
members, yeah.
it's just a
mess.
it's just, well, not a mess, but I mean, just the toilet paper
Is
holder doesn't have any toilet paper on it.
I just change it.
Surprisingly, men spend more time in the bathroom than women.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, because they take their phone in there.
you spend more. You're more of a primper than I am.
Well, I don't think it's just primping. I think it's just sitting on the toilet and getting away. I think that's what
Calgon,
it is.
see where I
Yeah.
used to take baths when the kids were little.
A lot of people have a second bathroom, which 2 bathrooms are ideal. I think if you're buying a house, even if you have not a full bath, but if you have a half bath, and I mean, at least you have some place.
So you don't have to stink up the bathroom if they're in the shower.
If you're both, spitting out of both ends, you need a second bathroom.
Yeah, we've had
that happen. We only had 1 bathroom.
We've had foster
had
kids
issues.
here and had the stomach flu, and they locked us out of the bathroom, and we were all sitting down here on buckets. I think
Yeah,
throwing up in the laundry tub and sitting on buckets. We were all sick.
Yeah, it says here people actually look for 2 bathrooms to invest in. And despite the disagreements, many couples tolerate each other's bathroom habits to avoid further conflicts. So, I don't know. I guess the best way is to try and come up with some type of a
Plan.
how you want to bathroom habits. I mean, you have hair all over the floor, and I use the vacuum. You lose a lot of hair. Well, I'm sure
I do every time I brush my hair. I lose hair.
when I shave, maybe I don't get all the shavings out of the sink. I try to, But then they get clogged in the sink, and notice I like take that
Yeah, and
that
then
drain,
then you get
and then
my
you get that
grossness.
snot that's in there, and I
Yeah,
have to
because
pull that
I've
out.
been gargling my salt water.
Yeah, and I've been
And
getting a lot of
sometimes
your.
it's nasty what comes out of my throat.
It's colorful. It's
Oh,
very
yeah,
colorful when it
sometimes
comes
it's,
out,
Yeah, really nasty colors and really nasty.
and all the hair goes right to it. It's
and
like
so
stuck
it's like,
in it.
oh, yuck, I'm sorry.
If you're having dinner while you're listening,
Sorry.
thanks for listening. Appreciate that. As you're thinking about drains. We come back, we'll talk about the chocolate you like. We're also going to talk about money or sex. And there's a, I just saw this the other day too. And, there's our buddies. Look at our little Easter bunnies. I just saw this the other day, and it's about this. Women are really into this. It's a kink, but it's not what you think it is in the bedroom. It's not really. It's once I read the story, I was like, oh, okay. It's not. It says kink, but it's not really kinky.
Is it romantic?
Yeah, kind of. But I want to see how you feel about it. We'll talk about that, and that's coming up next. So you want to start a podcast, maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun, and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun, just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great-looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So I am as you know, Tara, I love chocolate.
Yep. Dark chocolate.
My favorite is dark chocolate for sure. Although I'm equal opportunity. I
To all chocolates.
do like Reese's cups, Reese cups.
Yeah, you put peanut butter in it, I'm there.
I know. I've
Peanut butter fudge.
I've put peanut butter all over my body. It didn't work. It's not the same. So your choice of chocolate might reveal your personality. So if you had to pick between like white chocolate, dark chocolate.
I think I'd pick white chocolate.
Really? Okay. So they did this book called Chocolate Therapy, Dare to Discover Your Inner Self. Milk chocolate lovers, if you like milk chocolate, tend to be innocent people who like to live in the past. So you're not really a milk. I mean, you like, don't get me wrong, you like milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. It's
Yeah.
okay. But
I'm
I
stuck.
think if we went into a specialty chocolate store, I would say, let me try that white chocolate.
Oh, I know what I needed to do.
You know?
Okay, we'll finish this up. I actually asked a question. I got answers.
Oh, okay.
So
That's good.
we'll do that. Okay, I just remembered that. I didn't think I'd get any. The question was, what was the question?
Let's finish
There's
chocolate.
two. Okay, chocolate. Sorry. I just remembered. So milk chocolate, they tend to live in the past. Now, if you're a dark chocolate lover, if you like dark chocolate, say you're materialistic problem solvers who are excited about the future. Let me think about this for a second. Am I excited
materialistic
about the future?
problem solvers.
Yeah, I don't understand the materialistic. At first, I thought I was materialistic, but I really don't. I mean, yes, I have 2 new cars, but that wasn't by choice.
That wasn't planned. Yeah.
There was no plan there.
Yeah.
Believe me, I could do without a second car payment.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And that's the first time
like,
in life we've ever had.
But I do like my truck.
Yeah.
You drove it. Did you like it?
I like it.
You got a chance to drive it around.
I've driven it a couple times.
Yeah.
I went out to Janet's.
So, yes, I am not a materialistic problem solver. I guess I don't know if I'm excited about the future. I don't know. Don't really think about it, I guess, as much as I should. Now, if you like white chocolate, you have an innate sense of fairness, and you believe they have the power of the universe at their command. Do you have the power of the universe at your command?
I don't believe I have. I know I don't have the power. I know I don't have no power of the universe at my command. People might listen to me if I.
You have the power of the universe.
I don't think so.
You know
what was the first part of that?
It said if you're a white chocolate aficionado, you have an innate sense of fairness.
I do think I have a good sense of fairness.
Yeah, you want to be fair. Yeah,
I do. I don't count myself as like perfect or like I'm always right or anything either.
No.
So I think the fairness it is me, but I don't.
I'm trying to find I asked a couple questions, and I don't know how to get.
You can't get to it there.
Okay, so I'll ask you. Here's the question. Who is the first celebrity you ever had a crush on?
I've never had a crush on a
None.
celebrity.
Never had any at all. Jillian said Neil Patrick Harris, who's gay. Annette said Elvis. Thank you, Annette, for answering. Penny liked Michael Keaton, Batman. Dylan Work, liked Megan Fox. I've always been a Julia Roberts. And as a matter of fact, did you see what Sarah saw Pretty Woman?
Yes, and she
for the first time.
Yes,
and then I sent that picture of her in that white robe with the hair.
Yeah.
And I said, when she walked out of that room with that hair and that white robe, that was me. So there you go.
You liked Farrah Fawcett when you were very young, though, didn't you?
That's right.
That was your first
Farrah Fawcett would have been my first. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yes, that definitely would have been my first.
I don't know. I never really.
The other question I had, but no one answered it. I think they were just.
I've never really dreamed about movie stars in.
It was, where did your mom and dad choose to have the birds and the bees conversation?
Did we ever have them?
I don't think
I don't believe we
ever had it with our kids.
They told me they already knew it whenever I brought it up.
Yeah, they probably could have had a meeting with us, and we would have learned something.
They probably could have educated us.
They learned more on the bus than we knew, even before that. Now, this actually was with it. A friend had told this person that she was 11 years old. She was in the back seat of the family minivan. Her mom looked at her in the rearview mirror, so she's looking in the mirror at her 11-year-old, and said, "Honey, I need to talk to you."
Really?
That's when they did that.
My brother sat me down when I was in kindergarten because he got that 6th grade movie, when they separate the boys and girls, tell them what's going to happen and how your body's going through changes. And he came home and sat my sister and I down and told us everything that he learned.
Yeah.
Talk about scaring a kindergarten or first grader and a kindergartner or whatever, first and second grade or whatever grade we were in at that point. We were like, what do you mean?
Yeah, we never taught our kids the birds and bees. That might be the problem. I mean, maybe they have that problem. Maybe
we had boys, so we didn't have to have it at a certain time. You know what I mean? When you have girls,
but
you want to have it between, 8 or 9, just in case they're early bloomers. You don't want to wait too long, and then, they come out looking like they're, I think I'm dying,
But shouldn't we have had the conversation though with boys, just to tell them that,
I mean, the
use it
schools
responsibly.
Have that thing you sign off for them to go to that too. I mean,
you don't want them just, you want them to use it responsibly. Use it when you're married.
I think that our kids learned that by us having foster kids.
What do you mean?
Because we had teen mothers.
Yeah, we did have teen mothers.
And all of our boys would say when they were younger, if you had sex before you were married, you got the devil child.
Yeah, I don't know,
but
maybe we.
Yeah, they've done it. So
I mean, should we have had to talk? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
I didn't get
like
talked
you
to.
said, they probably learned more on the bus and at school than we already knew.
A lot more online. That's for doggone. Or on the TV, and it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we get to the kink, this was interesting. There's an accountant shortage. Did you know there was an accountant shortage?
No.
A lot of people not signing up to be an accountant. As a matter of fact, Tupperware, companies like Tupperware, they can't even fill out their taxes and their fine. They have to do the filings
stuff.
Because apparently there's an accountant shortage. It's so bad that people are delaying their filing to their mandatory reports because 70 companies have postponed the reports because they're saying they're finding a hard time finding enough accountants to get the report out on time. How about that? Not a lot of people just not wanting to be accountants. Although you'd have to like numbers, wouldn't you? To be an accountant.
I went to school for accounting, so.
I know, but you don't even do our taxes.
That's because everything's ready to go online now.
Wouldn't that be? Well, I know, but that's how it should be a lot easier, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean.
You would think.
When I went, you had to do it with the paper and pen. And you had all the papers, and you had to record
line
the numbers
by
down.
line. Well, I mean, you still do.
Line by line, but
it's online. You just fill it in.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I guess it's the same. It's sort of the same thing, but not. Because if you make a mistake, you can just hit the button
and erase.
Start over. But this way, you'd have to have erasers, and then they want you to use a pen, and then you can't erase, and then it smudges. Then you got to find another one. So I guess the online thing is the way to go. I think that would be accountants. It's got to be pretty simple.
Yeah.
But it's keeping up with all the new rules and regulations too. Yeah. That would be tough,
especially for companies.
I don't know if they get paid enough. Get paid a lot of.
Yeah, CPAs get paid good.
I would think so. But I would think there'd be more accountants. I mean, I don't know, H&R Block but these are different. These are filings.
Those are tax.
So those are tax people, not actual
accountants.
Like Jared is an accountant, or going to be an accountant.
He is, yeah.
He is one, yeah. So, millions of women are into this kink that most men don't even know about. And I have to admit, I didn't know about it either. And it's not, when I say kink, it's not like, it's not so kinky. You're like, oh, I can't believe women are into that.
It's not like tying them up.
No, it's not like that at all. What it is, and this was explained by Dr. Nicole McNichols. She's a sex professor. People, women especially, get turned on when their partner compliments them. In other words, whatever you are doing, and the person says, "Wow, that's really good." Or,
that was really
that felt awesome. Or, when you're being more, you're
more into
it because you are looking at them and saying you're so beautiful, and you really handled that very well. That kind of stuff. Is that something that you like to hear, or is it something?
Well, I think that would go in every day. I think some couples have problems because they don't pay any attention to each other until they want sex. And then, hey, you haven't paid attention to me all day. I don't care about it,
Yeah.
I think it goes with the whole idea.
Some of the other praises that women like to hear is, you're doing such a great job. Your boobs look amazing from this angle. You're so good at that. And baby, you feel amazing. So I'm just helping you out here, guys. If you might need a little encouragement to help move things along.
And I say it starts before you go to the bedroom, because if you pay attention in your
it does. I mean,
complimentary all the time, then we're more in the mood.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. You mean vacuuming and cleaning the house and doing the things around, that doesn't like help you out a little bit?
No,
cleaning the kitchen after you cooked all day, that doesn't help you get into
it does a little bit, but
not at all.
But it's more important to spend time with me, to want to do something.
Well,
with me,
I would love to. If I didn't have to clean all the dishes, the 14 different dishes that you had out because you were, making all the different,
like
which
some
I
things
appreciate.
are too important to you, like your clean house. Like this morning, I almost tripped over your sheet in the hall. It was going partially down the first step.
Well, the sheet
I almost got my foot wrapped in it.
The sheet was there because he was coming to do work on the bathroom.
But you care more about the floor than you do about me falling down the steps.
No, you just have to look where you're going, and you wouldn't.
No, it was not done neatly, and it was not.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It must have got moved.
Sometimes you are more things are more important than people to you. Sometimes.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
I don't have to clean it as much.
That is true.
And that helps me that I don't have to clean.
No.
Because I'd have to clean more when it's not down.
So what? Wouldn't you rather clean than have to take someone to the hospital?
Well, yeah, you just have to be more careful when you have this stuff on the ground. Doesn't that help too?
But there are other things you're anal about with that too.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be down here if the kitchen was dirty. It would bother me. You're right. But I'm here.
Now, I see putting the food away.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Yes.
But not like every dish has to be completely done and put away.
It does. Because if I don't do it, it just bothers me.
Well, today, the bottom of that rack in the sink was horrible again. Oh, it was nasty.
Yeah. Did you clean it?
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
I power washed it.
Which one? The one on the sink or the one in the dish sink?
On the sink part.
Because I already did the other one.
Did you?
Because it was bad. It was so bad.
I did the one at the sink where you wash the dishes.
I did the other one because it was so bad. It's
where the garbage disposal is. It was awful.
Oh no, you did that one. I did the other one.
It was like when you picked it up, it was all moldy underneath. It was just gross.
Yeah, it gets bad.
Real quick. Too,
yeah, very quick.
Because I just did it last week, and it was...
Well, when you got water and you got food and you don't clean the food out and it gets all yucky, that's the beauty of a house.
Mm.
Isn't it beautiful? All right, last one. Money or sex? 2 out of 3 say, when asked, which would you rather have? More sex or more money? 1,001 adults said they'd rather have money. Americans said that if given the choice, they would choose having more money over having more sex. The poll also revealed that the rich are different. They think about their money more, but worry about it less. That's because they already have money. 55% of those making $150,000 plus spend a lot of time planning for their financial futures. But only 14% of the wealthy spend time worrying about their finances. On the other end of the income scale, 40% that make less than $50,000 spend their time worrying about their money.
Yeah, because they don't know if they can pay the bills next month.
But only a quarter of them spend much time managing it or planning for retirement.
Because they don't have enough to plan for retirement with. They're barely making ends meet.
Yeah. Well, if you have money, you don't maybe worry about it as much, but plan for the future. But if you don't have enough, if you start early, if you start when you're young and you put money away, then you don't realize, because especially if you put
a little bit away when you're young.
Yeah, you just put it away.
It goes further when you're young.
It does go further. Mm-hmm. and it builds up because over the time, it's about time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you put $200-$300, if you're able to do that a month, or 150 or whatever it is you can put a month, over years it builds until you get to be 60. And next thing you know, you're got hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But there were years
in there.
that we lived paycheck to paycheck.
Well, we're still doing that to a certain extent. Well, not as bad, but
yeah.
It's the house it's not really as much as it used to be. But people that have these big houses and with interest rates the way they are.
That's why our kids don't want to. That's why RJ doesn't want to look. I can't blame him because his mortgage payment will probably double if he moves right at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I don't want to tell you. Here's one about bread. You want to make white bread healthier?
Okay, go for it.
This is we'll end with this one. I thought this was interesting. So this doctor is a surgeon, and he shares some health hacks on TikTok. And he says that there's 3 steps you can do to reduce impact of your blood sugar, and this could be significant if you have a lot of blood sugar problems. So one of the things was white bread. He says, first of all, if you freeze white bread, then take it out and then defrost it. It takes away let me make sure I get this right. It lowers the glycemic index of the bread, which is broken down because it's frozen.
And then thawed.
So that's one. Also, if you toast it, it also helps. It lowers the glycemic index of one slice 2 times lower just by toasting it. So freezing the white bread and then toasting takes a lot of that glycemic or sugar and really helps with the sugar on the white bread. So especially if you have diabetes and maybe you don't like
whole wheat or
rye or whatever, these are ways you can freeze it, get it out, and then toast it. And that makes it
So eat your sandwiches on toast. We like peanut butter toast, so we're okay there.
It says foods with low glycemic index release sugar into the bloodstream slowly, keeping you fuller for longer periods of time. So he also says that if you like bananas, you should eat green, unripe bananas. They have
Which
20
we don't
times.
like as well.
What's that?
We don't like them as well.
Unripe bananas, which have 20 times more resistant starch than the brownish over the ripe alternative. I also said eating the apple core minus the seeds. When chomping on an apple,
Ben does. Ben eats the core.
Millions of microbes and helps for a healthy gut by eating the
apple
the
core.
apple
They say
core.
apple is one of the superfoods.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
As the saying goes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
The doctor away, and that's the idea nowadays, is try and keep the doctor away. Did you ever have a sneeze so bad that it kind of took you off the road a little bit?
Yeah. Been sneezing every morning when I wake up.
I'm talking about driving.
But yeah.
A sneeze nearly ended a Romanian man's life. He told authorities that a sneeze caused him to lose control of his car, and he plunged into a river.
Oh, my goodness. That's really bad.
He was able to wade to shore after escaping from the car, which was submerged in 4 feet of water. He wasn't injured, but he sneezed and went right into the river. That was a bad sneeze.
Was there no guardrails on the where
I don't know.
That's yeah.
I have no idea.
I would think you'd hit the guardrail.
And then maybe he did and went down.
Right
I have no idea, but the sneeze, he ended up in the river. So there you go. That's our show. We leave you with a sneeze.
We leave you with a sneeze. I too.
Thanks
bless you.
Bless you. Especially if you fart.
Yes,
because if you fart, he says bless you.
It's a sneeze on the other end.
It's a sneeze for your butt.
Yep.
You go, bless you.
And we're working on manners, and you get blessed for the farts too.
Absolutely. Bless you. He says, bless you. Bless you.
It was so funny.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
I was laughing so hard.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget, every Monday we have a new episode. Share us with your friends. We have SpeakPipe. No one's using it, but we have it anyway. You can follow us on Facebook or Twitter.
Someone answered questions today.
No, that was on Facebook.
Oh, that was on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't
on SpeakPipe.
If they were on, I would have played the
SpeakPipe.
Played it on there, but no one. Everybody must be afraid of their voice and how it sounds, so they don't want to do it. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter. You can also contact us on YouTube. We're on YouTube now with our audio, and so thanks for listening. We are out.
Have a blessed couple of weeks.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.